following is a Bantamweight bout to be contested under United Amateur rules. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the cage with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing Combat Performance Academy, Kamy. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he enters the cage with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat, representing SBG Rochdale, Kamy Whitworth. Your referee for this bout, Mr. Liam Carr.
Referee about to get this one underway. 3 3-minute rounds in the FCC Amateur Bantamweight division, should they need them. Kamy Uddin in the white, taking on Kamy Whitworth in the grey. Whitworth representing SBG Rochdale under Martin Stapleton. Kamy Uddin finding out of Combat Performance Academy.
Oh, that right hook just missed for Kenny, but Kamy kept his eyes right on the target, didn't even pull, even ate that one there, Brad. He's not moving his head too much, so much confidence in those hands for Kamy. He likes to stalk people down, set up that left, and look at that, flicks up the straight left. Very Conor McGregor-esque there, not even winding up on the shoulder. But Kenny's letting him have it as he circles away here.
Kamy Whitworth, I believe, started his MMA career
there's another one.
as part of the Winter Warrior program. Fell in love with the sport, and now he's competing here on FCC as an amateur. Couple of nice leg kicks early on from Whitworth.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to take some pressure off that lead leg of Kamy. I mean, he's got a very boxing-heavy style. There's another straight left. That thing's a laser beam for Kamy. He's got some confidence in it. Bats him into it with the lead right hook as well, and Kenny's whiffing that right hook now that he's been landing a few times, but there's a nice front leg push kick, steps in with the right, that time landing nicely. Kamy's got to be careful here, Brad. He can't take too many of these.
Yeah, he's looking very confident, chin quite high. There's the level change and the entry from Kamy Whitworth. Trying to clasp his hands behind the legs of his man, take him off balance. Good takedown defense so far from Kamy Uddin.
It was a great drive from Kenny as well, straight across the cage. But yeah, like you said, Kamy doing a great job maintaining his balance here. Even with the double unders and the body lock, still not able to take him down. And Kamy never breaks that look of stoic confidence on his face here, does he, Brad? He's very calm, very relaxed, even in the takedown defense positions.
Yeah, Kamy took a few shots there, but completely poker face throughout. Not a massive experience disparity between these two. 1-1 so far as an amateur is Kamy Uddin. 2-1 is Kamy Whitworth.
Yeah, it looks like Kamy's trying to get some wrist control on that left arm of Kenny. There is room there for him to swim and maybe just retake an underhook on that far side, the opposite us here. But he's not looking for it now. Kenny looking to trip there. Take the left leg out of Kamy. Attacking with some knees. We only have 3 minutes here, so not too much time to work. Oh, beautiful drop, turns over and lands here in side control, but Kamy straight back to the feet, Brad.
Yeah, it was a beautiful sacrifice throw there from Kamy Whitworth, but a great job from Uddin to get back to his feet. But he's going to be very careful of giving up the back here. There's already the one hook in from Whitworth.
Yeah, he's already trying to snake that foot around as well, get as much control as he can. And he can use it there to turn Kamy back into the cage and then try and set that second hook in, but he lost the first one as he did it. Kamy now attacking that Kimura and hopes to break this grip.
Final 10 seconds of the round. Again, a beautiful takedown from Whitworth. And perhaps realizing that, look, you know, he's not going to get that Kimura with 3 seconds left to play with. Why not just dump him on the mat? It's not a scoring takedown because he wasn't able to do anything with it, but maybe it scores up here in the head.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. I mean, maybe that's you got to give a little bit of that to Kamy. He's a very confident guy as well, so maybe that will affect. But I mean, we saw Kenny really drive for that takedown, and when he commits to him, and that's why he's giving up the sacrifice throw there. You know, he's confident in it. But Kamy was the one pressuring on the feet. We'll see how it come out in the second. He landed a few good left hands, but he keeps that chin up there. Kenny was able to time that right hook a few times, so yeah, I'm excited for this second round.
And the commission staff there just talking to the SBG Rochdale corner. They're not allowed to pour excess water over the head of the fighter. Of course, they can give the water fighters to drink if they need it, but with this being a vinyl flooring, you cannot pour water on it. It's a danger to the fighters. And of course, one of the oldest tricks in the book is to spill that water around. Commission's got to clean it up. Your guy gets a few more seconds to rest. I'm not saying that's what the SBG guys were doing there, of course, but we've seen it many, many times before.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we're bringing the commission in to FCC28 to just make sure these kind of things don't happen and the show runs as professionally and smoothly as possible. Regardless, the seconds are out. Round 2 underway. Touch of gloves.
Great amateur fight we've got right here tonight.
Kamy Uddin coming out in that southpaw stance, right hand forward, getting those hands to work against the orthodox Kenny Whitworth.
Followed up with a left this time, did Kenny, and he needs more of that because that right hand's landing. Send the left right after it, but Kamy back on the attack. Lead hook to the body there with a right hand. He comes back up the top, beautiful wheel kick there. Turned on a dime, it landed, but Kamy did not break for a second. Didn't even change his facial expression, and Kenny back deep on this single leg now against the cage.
We know those SBG guys love those spinning hook kicks. Martin Stapleton in the corner there, along with Jamie Kelly, a guy we've seen fight here on FCC before. Very talented young man in his own right. Martin Stapleton headlined FCC3 back in the day, the first ever professional fight on full contact Contender against Shah Hussein back in 2012.
I've been really impressed with Kamy's balance and his hips, because many times Kenny has had that double underhook and he's not been able to take him down. He did get a few takedowns in the first though, so let's see if he can pull him off the cage and strip. And Kamy's dug that underhook with the left hand now, and he's got this overhook over the neck. Kenny looking to get a foot sweep or a trip on the outside maybe.
Of course, under this amateur rule set, you will expect to see the referee call for action perhaps a little bit quicker than they would under the pro rule set. You know, the 3-minute rounds, there's not a lot of time for action, so the officials do like to keep things moving. But both these guys fighting for position at the moment, doing enough in the referee's eyes to keep the position.
Needs to be careful he doesn't rotate to the back there. We saw him trying to dig those hooks in the first, and there he's got it, and the body lock as well. Kamy fighting the hands wisely. He was attacking that Kimura. Oh, I love that. Stretched him out by taking that right look and extending it and just taking the pace out from Kamy right there, who's looking to try and recover full guard.
He's going to have a little bit of time to play with on the ground in this round that he didn't in the first. Let's see what Kenny Whitworth can do here from top position. Can he get some of that ground and pound going?
And he's right in his corner there, Brad, as well. You know, he can see him getting the advice, and that's got to help Kenny. Trying to pass here, going to stack and elevate to try and do that. Trying to just get past that left foot of Kamy, who's keeping it on the hips there, preventing him. But oh, he's attacking a knee here.
And again, you know, under the amateur rule set, he can't be spinning for heel hooks here. It's going to have to be a knee bar or a straight ankle lock. Couple of good shots from the top here from Kenny Whitworth.
Still in this half guard position that they've been in for the majority of this ground exchanges. Kamy unable to retain guard here. And just constant attempting at that pressure passing on the top by Kenny. But this is the kind of thing that wins rounds here, Brad, and he's probably going to take this second one.
Yeah, freeing the arms up and landing a nice little barrage of shots at the end of that second frame. Kamy Uddin, though, this guy's expression hasn't changed from bell to bell. Very calm, cool and collected. But as we've said, Alex, perhaps down 2 rounds now going into the third. Something's going to have to change. If you're in the corner there of Kamy Uddin, what are you asking for in this third frame?
Well, I think he needs to commit more to that left hand, because he's using that right hand beautifully to lead, to gauge the distance, to close the distance. He's throwing it to the body. With the left hand is his weapon. It's the money shot. And I think he's got to look for the TKO. He's got to land a big left hand and then put those beautiful combinations together against the cage and try and look for that finish. Because like you said, I don't think he's going to take a decision here.
So Martin Stapleton briefly doing a bit of shadow boxing in the corner there. He really does live through his fighters, and you love to see that passion, demonstrating the transitions there from the single to the double leg on Jamie Kelly.
Re-driving there. Yeah, that's a lovely little bit of coaching we're all getting here tonight.
I mean, both these guys still looking in tremendous shape as we head into this third and final frame. I'd say if, you know, you had to separate them on that, Kenny Whitworth perhaps breathing a little bit heavier going into the third, but Kamy Uddin, looking very calm here as he charges forward, trying to get those combinations off.
Hey, Kenny with the right overhand, level changes down, ends up on a single. And he's going to run this for as much as he can. Kamy got to get that foot out from in between the legs of Kenny. He's just holding on to this neck attack here, but this is the kind of stall position he's found himself in. Nice job running the pipe and turning on the angle there to finish that, and Kamy ends up on top, Brad.
He doesn't have a solid grip on the neck yet, though. But interesting to see that Kenny Whitworth went for exactly what his coach was running through them in the corner there.
Yeah.
Nice combinations from Kamy Uddin, though. Knee to the body from Whitworth by way of a return. Drops down, changes the levels, in for the single leg.
Yeah, the way he latches onto that single leg, I mean, that is great wrestling. It's such a grip he's got on that, almost crossing the arms over, touching his own elbow to lock that single, and that's what you want to do. Hold on to it, snap him down, and he's ended him up here on the mat again. And this is great for Kenny. Kamy now in desperation mode almost. Lovely job, strong hips from Kamy, rolls him over there. Let's see if he looks to break and get back to the feet and let those hands go as they need to a body. But he can't have more than a minute here, Brad, and he's got to make something happen on the feet if he wants to take this one home.
Beautiful stuff from Kamy Uddin to get back to his feet. Nice left hand by Uddin, whiffs on the body shot. Both guys trading now. What a chin on Kamy Uddin. Digs again to the body.
More knees. Looks like Kenny's fading a little here. If he could just let those hands go a little bit. If he wants to take this home, another right hook to the body. Nice work by Kamy. The single collar clinch from Kenny. Trying to control this and now overhooking that right arm of Kamy.
Yes, great body work from Kamy Uddin there, and you know, maybe that's the key in this third round, to just wear his man out to the body, sap the energy, and then boom, upstairs with the headshot.
Yeah, you would think so, but I expect Kenny to level change again here in just a second. Kamy finding himself once again in this position against the cage. Top clock inevitably ticking down.
The Rochdale faithful roaring on Kenny Whitworth here in this third round.
Yeah, Kenny's so diligent and so just unrelenting with this pressure, with these takedown attempts, stifling the offense of Kamy. Lovely shot there off the right hand. Level change again, ends up on this single. He's got it snagged in tight to his own chest. Redrives to the double.
And that's exactly what Martin Stapleton coached him through between the second and third rounds. Single into the double.
Kenny looking to step over here again, past guards. Kamy still has his back to that cage there, but with 10 seconds on the clapper, Kenny looking to finish strong here, takes a full mount against the cage. Kamy desperately trying to find his way out of this position, but the horn will sound. It was a good fight there, Brad. Great fight between those two.
Yeah, beautiful finish from Kenny Whitworth as well, who clearly thinks he's done enough. And you know, in that third round, we saw Kamy Uddin do some good work on the feet, but I think that ground and pound barrage at the end certainly nullified what Uddin did on the feet, and that was the strongest finish, as you're going to see. You know, we questioned, was Whitworth maybe sucking a little bit of air in that third round, but he showed he still had it in him. And crucially for me, he did exactly what his corner team ran him through between the second and third round, and that could be what tips that round and the fight in Kenny Whitworth's favour.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Brad. The transitioning between the double leg and the single leg attempts, and he would often shoot the double, end up with just a single, but wrapped it so tightly it gave him plenty of options. And we saw some suicide drops, suicide throws, whatever you want to call them. Some nice job running the pipe on the single legs as well. Great driving. I mean, that's a great wrestling offensive game on display for Kenny right there.
Well, let's throw it to our MC in the cage, Mr. Ronnie Rowlands. He will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, following a unanimous decision, here is your winner in the red corner, Kenny Whitworth!
Big win for Kenny Whitworth, and a great show of respect between these two very talented young men. Kamy Uddin, Kenny Whitworth, take a bow, gentlemen. But as we can see, the SBG Rochdale contingent over to our right are in high spirits. And of course, they do have two more fighters, I believe, on the card this evening.
Yeah.
And that's going to put them in great stead. And more importantly as well, Alex, when Kenny Whitworth goes back to the corner, back to the changing room, he's bringing a whole lot of goodwill momentum with him.
Yeah, for sure. You've got to feel for Kamy, though. I mean, you can tell by the way he strikes, the confidence. He's a very talented guy. just couldn't get off the cage when the fight ended up there, unable to stop some of those takedown attempts. And yeah, the coaching in the corner, like you said, Brad, really helped him on that one.
You know, it's an old cliche that styles make fights. You know, if you put Kamy Uddin in there against a guy who's primarily a striker, there's a good chance he boxes the head off that guy. So very interested to see what's next from Kamy as well.
For sure.